Welcome again to this session on experimental demonstration of delta modulation and demodulation. Here we are going to use delta adaptive delta modulation demodulation trainer by Sigma. On this trainer board we will be only focusing on the delta modulation and demodulator section. Will not be touching upon the adaptive delta and demodulation section, because we will reserve it for the next session. If you look at the various blocks that we are going to use, they are delta modulator section here in green, the demodulator section in the blue color, the power supply section in white, the sampling pulse generator shown in the red color, and the audio generator shown in the yellow color. The audio generator is designed to produce a frequency from 300 Hz to 3.4 kHz approximately, and its amplitude can be varied from 0 volt to 5 volt peak to peak. So far as the sampling pulse generator is concerned, it generates a pulse train in the frequency range of 50 kilohertz to almost 500 kilohertz. Its amplitude is fixed to 5 volt peak to peak. As far as the delta modulator section is concerned, within this section we are having a comparator, a sample and hold circuit, then a detector plus integrator circuit here. The comparator is based on IC 710, which compares two inputs. One input is coming from the output of the audio generator, and the other input is a feedback signal, which is typically a staircase approximated signal coming out of the integrator circuit. The comparator output is then given to a sample and hold circuit, which will produce the delta modulated signal. The same is then given to the detector. The detector output is then given to the integrator to produce the staircase signal. The output from the modulator section is given to the delta demodulator section. The delta demodulator section is also having a detector and integrator circuit, which is identical to the one that is used in the modulator section. The integrator circuitry is consisting of IC 7400 followed by the transistors BC548 in my knowledge. The step size for the staircase signal can be adjusted to one of the three values, 8 millivolt, 14 millivolt and 34 millivolt, by using this switch. The switch position should be identical while performing the experiment. The output from the delta modulator section is given to the integrating amplifier section, which will basically generate the low pass demodulated raw data. However, this raw data will be corrupted by some high frequency components which are attributed to the high frequency of sampling pulse generator, and this needs to be filtered. So here we are using second order low pass Butterworth filter, where the low pass filter is implemented by using IC 741. And now let us see the various waveforms that we observed during the experiment. The sampling pulse generator generates a pulse train, and during our experiment the frequency was set to approximately 100 kilohertz. The analog signal was set to produce 1 kilohertz frequency with an amplitude of 2 volt peak to peak during our experiment. Here we see the comparator output. As I said, the comparator compares the feedback signal, the staircase signal, with the original audio signal, and this is how the output looks like during our experiment. The output from the comparator is basically sampled once every clock by the sample and hold circuit, and then the output remains steady till the next sample is taken. And this is how the delta modulated output looks like at the output of sample and hold circuit during our experiment. If you look at the demodulated signal, which is the raw data without filtering, the output can be observed in the pink color on the channel 2, and it is compared with the channel 1, which is the original audio signal. You can see that there are high frequency spikes being observed, and along with them there is also a low frequency audio signal, our low frequency audio signal, which is running simultaneously at approximately 1 kilohertz. And after filtering, if we see that the pink signal now looks more or less like a sinusoidal signal. Of course, it is very much attenuated. Its peak to peak amplitude is almost 1.44 volt compared to what we set, that is 2 volt peak to peak for the original signal. The output is still somewhat distorted, but I think it is more or less following the original audio signal. So this is how the delta modulator demodulator experiment is demonstrated on the sigma modulator delta modulator demodulator circuit. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again.